anyone.
We've been hit by the news today that Dembele is going to be out for 6 weeks, not going to play again, most likely in 2018. A couple of questions, really. Have we seen the last of him? Is it because there's rumours he's going to be leaving in January? And are we going to sign a centre mid in January? Because we clearly need one. We've got 3 injuries at the moment. Apparently, Wanyama and Dyer might be back for the weekend. They're still not. They still haven't been great this season.
Dyer's been called up to England, so he better be back.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you think we'll dip into the market for a centre mid in January? And have we seen the last of Dembele?
In terms of Dembele, I think so. I think it's.
You think so?
I think so because he's on his last year of his contract.
Mm-hmm. He's on his last legs as well.
He's on his last legs. Who's gonna, a business point of view? And I'm sorry to do this after everything I've just said, but how can you offer the guy a new contract? And if you are, you're going to offer him a 1-year deal, and he can probably get more money at, say, in Syria where he's wanted, or China where he's big time wanted. Yeah. There, and get a big pay rise and a nice end to his career. So kind of like, how does it make sense for him to stay beyond the season, if not January? January is our last chance to get some money for him. It wouldn't surprise me if he goes, and it wouldn't surprise me if he runs down his contract. It wouldn't surprise me if he signed a new one. So it's just in terms of Dembele, I don't know what to say. It's a real tough one.
You can see him leaving in January.
I can see him leaving in January.
The thing is, with the January thing, like, he's injured now until January or beyond, so it's going to be hard for a team to sign him even in January.
I think, yeah, that's true. I could see him going in January, but I think if the club were deciding to, if the club were deciding to sell him, they should have sold him in the summer. Yeah, you're going to get some value.
But didn't we try?
10, 15 minutes. We tried. I think probably the issue was what the destination of where he wanted to go at the time, and also, we weren't bringing anyone in. So if you're not bringing anyone in, I'm sure Pochettino, and this is what it came down to at the end. Pochettino said, "No one's leaving. If you're not bringing me anyone in, I'm not bringing anyone out." So that's kind of where it's all sort of happened. In terms of January, who do you get? Who do you get in January? Who's gonna?
How much would it cost to put an N before his name?
Dembele, exactly. He's the one we need.
Dembele is the one we need.
But how much is his price shot up? His price is probably shot up from the summer.
But don't we have a ready-made replacement, Harry Winks?
Not for Dembele.
No, for Dembele. He played in that deeper role against PSV, and he was brilliant.
I think maybe as terms of one of the two, but then you play Winks and Dyer. There's something a little bit off about that partnership.
Yeah, if Dembele leaves, that leaves us Winks, Dyer, and Wanyama. We need another one.
Yeah,
we need another one, especially because Wanyama's another player who probably doesn't have that long to kind of prove.
Have you heard anything about Wanyama's
future? It's injuries.
Just
he's having
ruined his form.
There's nothing personal. There's nothing in terms of his attitude. His injuries have kind of taken their toll. That's basically the bottom line. And can he perform? He can't go 2 games straight without getting injured. That seems to be a recurring theme around Spurs, just in our history. But he can't do that. So you're in a situation where we need to sign a central midfielder. I don't think there's any doubt about that. We've had central midfield issues, I think, all season for one reason or another. Who do you get in January? And Dembele is a player that's just coveted by a lot of teams.
Yeah,
he's got. I think there's some complications with his ownership, as far as I'm aware. And I think that.
Do you go back in for Grealish?
Well, he's going to be even more expensive now. He signed a 4-year deal, didn't he?
Did he sign a deal?
He signed the
deal.
deal.
He signed a contract.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oliver Skip.
That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do, and we're going to say we don't need to sign anyone else. We've got Oliver Skip, and that's the problem with Spurs. That's what we love about Spurs, but that's also what's holding us back. Go and buy Dembele. He's probably going to cost you north of 60 million pounds, 50 million pounds. That's how much he costs in this market. That's what you go. And Daniel Levy could turn around and he's going to negotiate, 15 million pounds and, pay it in installments over 75 years. So that's the real issue we have with January and actually what we need.